All right, so I just moved with a box for 6 minutes. Um, I've never done that before, and these little movement research sessions are part of them are to explore my curiosity, and something that came up during this session and after, as I was just reflecting for a minute, um, is this idea between structure and no structure in a practice. And I have my structured practice, but something I was feeling more and more called to is to have this unstructured, training wheels are off, uh, purely figure it out, be as creative as you can, little approach. So I gave myself the permission to do that, um, and to be with the unknown, and that was an interesting experience. It was definitely at times I noticed I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I doing here? And I observed that and just kept trying to figure it out, and see what comes out of it. And upon my reflection, one thing I noticed was that my mind wanted to get something cool or do a cool movement, or something new. And rather than, even when I first approached the box, I just sat down and stood up like 3 or 4 times. And that was everything. Even though it was so simple for whoever was watching, I'm like, oh, he's just like sitting and standing on a box. But for me, I observed and I took in so much, and I felt very present with my body in that moment, and very energetic in myself. And usually I find that that's the case in simple movements like sitting and standing, that there's actually a lot that can be discovered there, because we think we're good at sitting, but are we actually? That was my curiosity. But the big thing that came up too was, as I started moving more and more, my mind was like, oh, like try something cool, you're being filmed, so like create something, like, does creativity have to even be this outward big looking thing, or it can be something as simple as sitting and standing? And so I just noticed that, and I noticed that the mind took me away from actually feeling and sensing my body while I was moving on the box. And so when I got that, I just allowed myself to drop deeper into feeling. And yeah, it allowed me to lose judgment, or drop some judgment of myself in that moment, and give myself greater permission, really just to observe myself, which is kind of what the crux of the practice seems to get down to. So just a short little reflection there. Thanks for watching. Peace.